From the moment that you figure out Menma is a ghost, you know how the series is gonna end. The dead can't linger among the living. So as soon as the Super Peacebusters grant her wish, it means saying goodbye to their friend. And so the show does a really good job of putting you in that exact same situation. You spend the next 9 episodes essentially waiting to say goodbye. Anohana is about the grief and trauma of losing a loved one. We get to see how Menma's death has affected each of the Super Peacebusters, as well as her family. Jintan, the once charismatic leader, is now a shut-in. He can barely talk to anyone. Popo is essentially just running away, using traveling as an excuse. Honoru becomes a chameleon, just essentially adapting to those around her, just to be accepted. Yukiatsu becomes Freakyatsu. I don't really know what's going on with him. And Tsuruko seems the most normal, I'll say. Like, maybe she had a therapist as a kid, I don't know. But she seems to be more, I just want everybody to be okay again. And she crashes out too, don't worry. By the end, she also joins in on the great group therapy session of episode, like, I think 10. Like, she has her demons, but they're not Freakyatsu, you know? We even get to see how it affects Menma's family. With her mom essentially shutting herself off from even her husband and son, while her husband maybe goes a little too far in the trying to get her to move on and forget. And the son just feels alienated. It's really sad. But as much of Anohana being about grief and trauma, it's also about accepting what happened and moving forward. It's about healing. In fact, that's part of Menma's entire wish. We find out it's not the rocket, it's not getting a new Pokemon, or any of the other things they think it is. It's simply for everyone to heal, essentially. And honestly, the best episode is their big crash out, where everyone, after the rocket fails and Menma's still there, everyone except for her meets up and just kind of lays it all bare with what's going on. Honoru's jealousy of Menma as a kid because Jintan liked her. Sukiyatsu's jealousy of Jintan because Menma liked him. And then Popo's guilt at witnessing what happened to Menma and not being able to do anything, even though bro was like 10. I don't think he could have done anything, realistically. Even Tsuruko getting mad at both Menma and now Honoru for being close to Sukiyatsu. Everyone actually says everything that they've been bottling up for 5 years. And that's what brings them back together and allows them to finally say goodbye to Menma right at the end. It's very sad. But it's also like, it's not sad as in like, oh, this is terrible that this happened. It's more like a bittersweet, they're getting closure and getting to say goodbye. Honestly, it's really good. I highly recommend it. Especially like the middle bit, it feels like it kind of starts to meander on by the end, but I think that's the point, because nobody wants to say goodbye, so they're kind of dragging it out. And as soon as they confront that, they really start to get going again, and then we hit the ending. Genuinely, it's so good. I understand why people hype this up for the past like 15 years. The visuals, it actually looks really good for how old the show is. Like, I'm not saying, I think it's 20, I'll Google the date. Yeah, for coming out in 2011, it looks really good, especially like even today. Though I did have a problem, so the last like episode and a half was like really blurry sometimes. It's weird though, cause it was like really blurry when I watched it, but like looking at the footage now, there's no problem. It's just something strange happened, I guess. I definitely didn't cry like a little baby. That didn't happen. The soundtrack's really pretty. It's mostly like nice piano pieces or good background music. Very nice. The opening and endings are both very nice. I really like them. Overall, it's just a really good show. It's a good experience. There's also a movie. which it's like, the movie's good, but you have to have seen the show to watch the movie, which I guess that makes sense. The problem with that is that the movie is like 60% recapping what happened in the show. So it's like, you can't watch it right after the show, because then you're like, I've seen this before, can we get to new stuff? Because it's set 1 year after they're all writing letters to Menma to like, you know, just give her updates and stuff. And most of it's them like in that time, like trying to figure out what to write. But while they're like reminiscing, you get recap of what happened during the show. And then it does the hide and seek scene again, and it got really blurry again. You know, it's just a strange occurrence that keeps happening. But the movie's really nice. It shows that they're still together 1 year later. It's very, very nice. I'd just wait like maybe a week or two before you watch the movie. Do not double feature this, because you will be like, I've seen this before, it's kind of boring. Overall, I'd give it like a 9. It's really good. The only reason I'm not giving it a 10 is because there are a few decisions where I'm like, this is kind of dumb. Like, first of all, the entire premise of the show could be solved by like actual therapy sessions. And also, Jintan and Menma, they're kind of dumb as rocks, because they wait until like over halfway through the show to like have her show that she's actually there. Like, she could have picked anything up at any time, and she waits until they're having a big argument about it to do something, instead of just like way earlier she could have, you know, tried to write or something. If those are my only 2 complaints, then it's not that bad. Honestly, one of the parts that resonated with me the most is when Honoru said that she was going to stop going to school after a little bit of bullying happened, and Jean just starts lecturing her as the resident like dropout shut-in. He's like, I think he says, the first day is easy, and then it's been a week to 2 weeks, then it becomes really hard to go back. And as someone who skipped a lot of school my last year of high school, I really resonated with that. Like, whoever wrote that really understood what it was like. It's just genuinely good writing. Anyway, that's all I have for you this week. Watch Anohana, it's really good. Anyway, next week we'll be looking at Little Busters. And until then, I'm a man who absolutely definitely did not cry like a baby during the hide and seek scene, and this has been Anohana. Thanks for watching.